Hey guys, good morning. Robert Blackman, president of Fleece Cafe. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Norman, Oklahoma. If you can tell, I've got the No Shave November going on. I had the goatee first, and I'm kind of adding in. I kind of took a week, end of October, started a little jump start. For all my fellow No Shave November guys, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about something that could really impact your business long term. You can go to a website called MLMmastermind.com. Although I'm the president of two companies, Fleece Cafe and Profit Leads, we also run a mastermind group at MLMmastermind.com. And we do that for just a one-time payment of $97. Don't you like it how I just give it to you up front? You don't have to wait 30 minutes to find out what the heck the offer is, because I don't like that. I believe as adults, just tell me what it is and stop trying to play games with me. You don't need to sell me. If you're watching this video, you're already someone who's interested in network marketing, or you're in network marketing and you're trying to find a way to get your business to the next level. And today I'm going to give you a little tidbit of some of the things we do at Mastermind. Go there now. You can pause this, go to MLMmastermind.com. I've got a video there that shows you the offer and shows you how you can become a lifetime mastermind member for a one-time payment of $97. Nobody else in the profession offers this. I can do this because I have other streams of income. I don't just need the coaching and the mastermind group, but I love the mastermind group because what I'll do once a week is I'll do videos like this for you. I'll be answering questions that you give me. So it's specific to you and your team and whatever challenges that you have, okay? So today I'm going to talk about what we know in the business. There's only two ways to build your business, as I did a video last week. People you know, which is your warm market, right here. Or people that you don't know, which is your cold market. So I'm going to talk about warm and cold today. And this is going to be a really quick training, but it's going to give you a flavor of what we've got at Mastermind. Here's what normally happens in the warm market is we try to go out and we try to tell people to go out and get a name list of 100 people. And in reality, here's what they do. They come back with 17 names. 5 of them, they've got phone numbers. Okay. And the other 17, they've made the list and they go, well, they're kind of my scaredy cat list. You know, I mean, it's the vice president of the bank, It's a guy that's a professor at the university or teaches my kids, or Sunday school teacher, or coworker, but he's my boss, or coworker. They're one of my employees that I'm a supervisor over, so I don't really feel comfortable with that. It's a guy I met at Sam's. It's a co-parent of one of the soccer teams, and if this doesn't work out, the season's just started. I'm going to be embarrassed to stand with them. They won't stand next to me at the soccer game. There's all of these emotions that go through, and reasons why you shouldn't build your warm market. And that's the reason why we say build us a list of 100 names, and they get down 17, and 5 of them have phone numbers, and these are usually 5 people that really don't have any ambition to start a business, and they probably don't have any money. I was reading today that the average American makes $61,000 a year, which is about $5,000 a month. So $5,000 a month, we will teach you at Mastermind how to become free on the 15th. That's something that we teach. How to get to $5,000 a month, how to get free of your car payment, your utility payments. We have a whole system over there that we painstakingly go through to get you free on the 15th. And that means if your company pays a commission check on the 15th of the month and they hand it to you, or you get a notice from the Hyper Wallet or however you're getting paid that you can transfer the money, or it's put on a debit card, that on the 15th of that month you can pay every one of your bills and you're done. And if you get to the place that we've been before, is where you can pay them not only that month, but the next month, the next month, the next month, the next month, and you're like a year ahead of time. There's nothing cooler than paying 6 to 12 months of your house payment at once. And also in some of the car payments, if you pay them in advance, you lose that interest. They don't charge you interest, but check with the bank who did that. So a lot of neat things that we teach you about how to become and go to a goal setting of getting. Well, I'm going to show you here, this system that I'm going to teach you real quickly here is going to get you free on the 15th, and that's how you do it. So this is the reason why we do this. We see this from our team, and these are the kind of averages that I've seen just from working with people. We've done team calling where people would come over, on a Sunday night, and we're going to call on Sunday night for our Tuesday night meeting or a Thursday night meeting next week, and people show up with their list of names. And this is where I get this data. We also do that on conference calls now. So we get our team together and say, hey, bring your name list and I'll make your calls for you and with you, three-way call with you. And people hand me the list like this, like, oh, don't call that guy yet. I'm not quite ready. I gotta set him up. So what we do is we get 5 people that we can call that night. We get 4 that we get a voicemail, and we talk to 1 person and they say no. These are my averages. They may not be yours. Yours could be double, triple, quadruple better than that. They could be worse than that. You could have people that don't even give you a name list at all. So what happens then when I go to this person, let's call this person Johnny. I say, hey, Johnny, you gave me 17 names. We had 5 phone numbers. We got 4 voicemails. You follow up with those people this week, and we got 1 no. So next Sunday night, and this is what we did. We did team calling every Sunday night. Next Sunday night, Johnny no shows. Johnny's out of the business because he got 1 no, and he gave me the 5 safest names that he felt that I could call, and those were probably the 5 worst people to contact, right? Because they were the easiest ones, people that he knew that wouldn't give him any hassle for contacting them. Where the real meat is, and these other 12 people, I've got their names, but I don't have their phone numbers. And so when I asked Johnny to, hey, okay, we got 12 people right here. Okay, let's just focus on those. Let's, 17, you gave me 17, but 5 with phone numbers. Let's go get those 12 people and dig up those phone numbers. Let's call them. Scares the bejeezies out of Johnny. And he doesn't show up. And Johnny's out of the business. He's gone. I leave a voicemail for Johnny. I text him, drive by his house, go to his place of work, and he's gone. He's out of the business, okay? So what we do then is we run to the cold market, right? Too early. What I mean by too early is the majority of people are not experts on social media. They're not experts. I mean, to have everybody on your team. Let's say you got 100 people in your downline. And you tell 100 people that by Sunday night, they've got to make a video like this. I guarantee you these similar numbers will show up. Maybe 17 people say, well, they'll do it, and 5 will actually do a video. Doing a video scares people to death. It doesn't scare me because I know my stuff. And the reason I know my stuff is I've been doing this for 39 years. You don't see me reading from any cue cards. There's no teleprompter behind this that tells me what to say. You either know it or you don't. So you either speak from your heart and your brain or you don't. And that's the reason why my wife says my videos, I ramble. And I go way too long. I should do 3 to 5 minutes. I go, look, it takes 3 to 5 minutes just to warm up for me. So we run to that cold market because we as leaders, we go, well, I have a warm market and I can get to them in 30 days. We're not afraid of that. But it's our team. Our team's not going to the to their warm market. So I've got to go to the cold market to find more team members. Then I'm just going to teach cold marketing, and we'll forget the warm market because it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. I've tried it several times. It doesn't work. Well, you're doing it wrong, and that's the reason why it's not working for you. And I guarantee you that if you join the Mastermind team, I'll show you how to make it work, whether you do it or not. Okay, and that's the thing that you have to understand as a master network marketer, is you don't necessarily have to do any technique, but you've got to be able to teach it to your team and get them to do it, right? So, you can find 1, 2, 3, 4 leaders and teach them the business, and you can sit back and make proceeds from their efforts. You're putting yourself in a vulnerable position if you don't do the techniques, but I'm just saying that's possible. And the reason I know is because I've done it. So we run to the cold market. So let's do the same thing let's do apples to apples. Let's say we go out and we contact 100 people on social media. Let's say that we even contact 100 of our telephone interview leads over at profitleads.com. And here's what you're going to find, okay? It's pretty interesting. You're going to get about 20 people that say they're going to show up or they're going to watch a video. Let's say that we use the incredible Eric Worre technique. If I will show you this video, will you watch it? If I send you a website, will you visit it? Will you opt in? If I send you a PDF, will you read it? If I send you a sample of our coffee, will you try it? Or if I send you a sample of our coffee, will you take it to work and let other people who drink coffee try it? That's what we do. Brilliant technique to do for your warm market and or your cold market. So let's say you contact 100 people and 20 of them say, yeah, I'll watch it, I'll show up. You're going to get about 10 of those people that will tell you that, yes, I've watched it, and you're going to get 5 that say, no, I watched it. So that's going to leave you with 5 people that are candidates. And here's what's going to happen out of those 5. 1 will join. So you're going to get about 1 out of 100 right here in the cold market is our averages, which is 1%, which is not bad. But here's what you've got to look at. What was the cost of that one sign up? And if there's anything Jay Abraham has taught me in the teaching of him is that it's okay to lose money on your first order. Matter of fact, his recommendation for businesses that are in the sales business are to give all of the profits, even go into the hole, to your sales force. So if it cost $1,000, a product cost $1,000 to the customer. So a customer is buying a $1,000 product from me. Let's say I'm selling a widget and it's a $1,000 widget. That I should get $1,000 for that. Or if it costs $200 to do the widget, I should get $800 of that, and the company should make 0 profit on the first order and give it to the sales force. And the reason why he says that is because it's okay to lose money on the first order if you know the lifetime value of a customer. And you only can do that if you have a great product or a great service and you're able to understand and even come up with the number. And I want you as a network marketer, these things that we teach on Mastermind, what's the lifetime value of your customer in your business? And I guarantee you don't know. You've never even looked at it. What's the average life of your customer? They stay on auto ship, or do they purchase for 3 months and they're gone, or 9 months, or 2 years? Yeah, you may have somebody, if you got a 10-year organization that's been with you for 10 years, but this year, the last 12 months, you've had 1,000 people come in your group and 900 of them are gone. So you only have a 10% retention rate or lifetime value of the most recent 1,000 people. So you can segment that in years. So in 1 year, this 10%, 2 years, it's this, and so on. Then you can kind of come up with the metrics and figure out what you can do. So I'm getting a little in depth, but I wanted to show you this. So what ends up happening here is you get a no, and out of these 4 voicemails, what I'll do as a leader, I'll follow up with those voicemails, okay? So here's the beauty of it. This has a cost associated with it. If it's telephone interview leads, there's cost. If there's running pay-per-clicks or Facebook ads, there's cost. If you're just banging away on your Facebook wall, it's free, or Instagram wall, or your Twitter feed, or WhatsApp, or whatever you're doing. I mean, all you got to do is type in the top social media sites, and you can figure out what those are, and you can go to those, and you can spend all of your time, hours of time daily, posting and posting and posting and replying and begging and please try this. It's the greatest thing since sliced cheese. We have the best pay plan. We have the best product. Johnny lost 50 pounds in 5 days. You can do all those things. But there's still a cost involved in even free social media marketing, and that's your time. That is an irreplaceable asset. Money's replaceable. If I lose $1,000 today, guess what? Tomorrow I can go out and make that $1,000 back if I'm motivated and I have a system. But I can't get the 24 hours that I'm doing back today. So that's the cost. So are you willing to give away your time in social media to get one person to join, even if all you do is free? Or are you willing to give away your time and money on social media if you're for paid advertising or sponsored ads to get one person to join? And what's your commission on that? And usually the commission is less than what you spent, and that's okay if there's a residual income that you can count on. Hey, I'm willing to lose money on the first order because everybody that joins stays in for 6 months. Well, then you lose money on the first order, and maybe it bleeds into your second commission. But on that third, fourth, fifth, and sixth month is where you make your profit. You're making 5%, 8%, 10%, whatever you're making on it. Some companies pay, 25, 30% for the first 30 days of purchases. So you got to figure all that out. At Mastermind, we'll show you how to do that. So here's the beauty of the warm marketing. What does this cost? It costs some time to come over on Sunday nights or get on a Sunday night team calling. And we teach how to do that at Mastermind. We're going to be doing that at Fleece Cafe, where as the president of the company, I'm holding Sunday night team callings. People want to give me their names, I'll call them for them. I mean, how cool is that? How many presidents of network marketing companies are holding a Sunday night team calling? 0 that I know of. If you know one, please tell me their name. I'd like to meet them. okay? Because that's something that's really cool to know as a distributor, that you've got somebody that's going to teach you the business, not show you, not snow you, but show you the business. So over here, we've got, in your warm market, we've got just time. You've got an asset of leads. You've got 100 people that I don't know. That's a multi-million-dollar asset. It's not just those 100 people. It's that those 100 know 100 people. And that's 10,000 contacts. And if done properly, that can build your business forever. Okay, so the idea of warm marketing, I'm going to wrap this up because there's so much more in depth I can go into, and I know you know that just by, oh my gosh, I want to know more about this. Oh my gosh, I want to know more about that. We have broken this down after 39 years for Sherry and I, and we've looked at these numbers and we've studied our downline reports. We've studied our advertising cost and our postage and our timetables, and we know what the lifetime value of a customer in network marketing is. We know why it's worth it to either break even or lose money on the first order. We understand that because we understand people. And the only asset that is the same in every compensation plan, in every product or service since the first network marketing company until now is people. And people haven't really changed that much over the last 60 years, have they? We've changed in how we, all of us are looking down on our phone all the time. But still, our attitudes are the same. We go to gyms that go to the gym, get a gym membership, and 3 months later we quit. Okay, that's been going on for 30, 40 years, right? Same thing with network marketing. Same thing with marriages, 50%. Businesses, 95%. Traditional businesses close that, in the first year or two. That's just people. It's business. So here, I'm able to follow up on the 4 voicemails even if Johnny never shows back up at team calling again. Why? Because he's given me his list. Johnny may even drop out. Why does Johnny really care if I contact these people? I'm going to get one of these people that sign up and I'm going to go to Johnny and say, hey, Johnny, Sally is coming in. And there's a 50-50 shot that Johnny's going to go, nah, this isn't for me. But if Sally wants to do it, you go ahead. Just go ahead and sign her up and let her roll up and compress up to you. Or Johnny may go, really? Sally came in? She's not calling me back. That's awesome. I'll be at the next Sunday night team calling. Again, whether that's virtual or whether that's in person, it doesn't matter. So that's how we do this business. And then what we're going to do with Johnny is we're going to get him to his first pin level. And there's anything I'm going to say to you today and that I think is so important, and I'm going to end with this today. And I hope you've gone to MLMmastermind.com right now, is we want to get everybody to their first pin level in their first 30 days. Maybe even their second or third. And we want to do it with the more marketing first. And then we want to go to cold marketing and get them to their second and third pin level. And then we want them to duplicate that. Normally, you can get to the top of any compensation plan in America today if you just get to your first pin level and you, let's say that's 3 people at $100, and that's $300 in group volume is your first pin level, and you help those 3 people do what? Get 3 people, right? Normally, you can get 3 to 5 to 10 people, maybe 2 or 3 customers or 5 customers and 5 reps out of your warm market. If you just contact those 100 people by phone, by text, by email, and send out a letter and a postcard. So what you're going to get from the MLM Mastermind is you're going to get a video today of how to do this with warm marketing and how to do it with cold marketing. Then you're going to get a letter from me that says, hey, fill this out and get on the next Sunday night call that we do training with, that we open it up on a conference call where people can ask questions, and we go over the Freedom on the 15th sheet, and we teach you how to do it in whatever business that you're in. And I invite you to go over to profitleads.com. It's actually the oldest lead generation company in the profession today. And join with us on one of our lead packages. I invite you to go to felicecafe.com and get a free coffee sample. If you're not in a business, come with us there. And if you're in a business or not, or you're going to join with us, come to the Mastermind team. This lifetime membership, $97 for the rest of your life, to get in touch with me on a weekly basis on this type of training, not only just the top surface, but also the nuts and bolts. So anyway, I hope you have a good Sunday. I'm going to have a good one today. a little bit of college football, a little bit, or excuse me, NFL football. College was yesterday, and a little bit of work in the office. And we are going to kick some butt this next week. So anyway, I hope you have a great week yourself. Any questions, you know how to get a hold of me, and go to mlmmastermind.com right now and become a member of our mastermind team today.